Time for the hot topic buzz. The exodus from Vice President Kamala Harris's office continues. Two more aides announcing their departure from White House roles yesterday as claims of dysfunction and bullying mount. Joe Concha, your thoughts?
You could practically start a softball team at this point with the number of resignations out of the vice president's office, right? And look, Cheryl, the perception of this administration is one impossible to reverse, right? You have a perception that Joe Biden is too old, too incompetent, too disconnected from doing the job and handling what's important to the American people. But Plan B and Kamala Harris, she's a PR nightmare who isn't remotely equipped to be commander-in-chief. And we've seen it with resignation after resignation from her office. She can't even manage her own people. Why on earth would anyone believe that she could carry out the duties to 330 million Americans? And on polling, she and her boss are in the 20s on their handling of the border. And I'd love to have some onion rings and a tall, cool Budweiser with those who approve of how the border is going sometimes. So look, bottom line is Kamala Harris did poorly as a 2020 candidate. Her performance is underwhelming, to be generous, as vice president. And it's hard to see the party backing her in 2024 if an 80-something Joe Biden decides not to run.
Yeah, and she's had those awkward interviews and that strange laugh that she does when she gets uncomfortable, which when you're talking about Afghanistan, laughing is not appropriate. Mark, really quick, though, I was looking at this tweet from Vincent Evans. He's leaving to be the executive director at the Congressional Black Caucus, so that's why he's leaving. I get it, it's a promotion. But if you look at the tweet, he doesn't even mention Harris at all. And I thought that was a little telling.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a promotion, but he also has one of the most important he had one of the most important jobs in America, which that's a pretty cool thing, too. And he's walking away from that. And look, I mean, I think everyone in America knows that Kamala Harris is not in the VP seat because of merit. I mean, Americans actually disapprove of her more than Joe Biden, which is a very tough thing to do. So I'm not surprised that the staff is quitting. I'm not surprised to hear there's bullying going on within her office. She's not a likable person by any means. And Cheryl, you mentioned it. She's got that cackling laugh whenever she gets asked a tough question. That has to be one of the most condescending things I've ever seen. And she's got this very, entitled, narcissistic personality. And that doesn't resonate well with people, especially when you've done nothing to help this country through crisis after crisis.
Really, it's a little bit of a shame, too, because she did make history as the first female vice president, a woman of color. I mean, and it seems like it's getting kind of wasted on her behavior, frankly. And someone in her office in California had said she was a bully to work for. So it's, it's unfortunate, but this is where we are. Mark and Joe, stay right there. The next